I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the 49ers put on a display and win by 21 points. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Redskins pick up their first win of the year. Terrell Owens stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. In the Queen City, Cincinnati, we had the Bengals lose by 11. Byron Leftwich threw for 250-plus yards and helped his Jaguars beat the Broncos. Up at Lambeau Field, we had the Packers win by a 9-point margin. We had a big trade also of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
Over now to news of a trade that might have some ramifications. Reuben Brown leaves the Bears and is on his way to the Titans, so he'll be asked to be a big part in what'll be a revamped offensive line. In exchange, they'll get someone to beef up their roster. Samari Rolle is someone that'll be a good fit for this secondary, as his aggressive instincts make him a natural out there.
Panthers, Chiefs. Priest Holmes is always a threat. They're at the 1-yard line and touchdown. The Chiefs go on to win this by the final score of 21-14. The Bills' defense held their opponents to under 100 rushing yards in their win at Oakland. The Texans lost on the road and will have to travel again next week to meet the Chiefs. Keyshawn Johnson had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Ravens pick up win number 2. Down in the deep south of Atlanta, we had the Falcons race away with a 25-point win. Patriots, Cardinals. Michael Stone is in coverage as the other team backed inside their own red zone. Uh-oh, it's picked, the overthrow, and it's going to backfire. Touchdown! Nice play, Johnny on the spot. The Cardinals win this one by the final score of 17-14. Corin Robinson had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Seahawks beat the Buccaneers. Down in Nashville, we had the Titans come away with a 7-point win. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. Luckily, we had a relatively injury-free week, which makes my job just that much easier. Kenny Holmes might be the biggest loss on this list. A broken shoulder will keep him out for 7 weeks. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
And in our final game, we had the Jets come away victorious. So, 2 weeks into the books here on ESPN, here's my prime time performers for week number 2, and each is going to get a game ball. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.